Alright guys, welcome back to the Emmy Paradise Let's Play of Rise to the Challenge. And just before we get on with the actual game, I'm going to take a few seconds to enlighten everyone as to why this particular level has been delayed so badly. First we lost Huey, and then Necro had to take over his level. Then we lost Fur, who was supposed to be doing the secret exit for Necro's level. And then we lost Cyber, who was supposed to be doing this level, and we did that all in the space of a few days. So basically, we lost half our roster in one go. And then my computer fucked up entirely and I came down with the flu. I've spent the last couple of days, basically hacking up stuff, the colour of pus and the consistency of semen, so it's not been a good weekend for me. And it's taken a while to get around to do this. But, as I was saying, on with the game for now. Let's go through the intro screen, take a few seconds to get everything together. Remember, I do all this audio unscripted, which is probably worse for me than for you. And this is a fairly easy level, but I was in no shape to be doing anything, let alone actually playing this. Notice the current's back, the fish are back. Sorry about that coughing, still got the flu. And I just call them bob-on offshoots, I guess, are back as well. The leaping fish, you can actually take out, so they're less of a pain in the ass than the water fish. Assuming I can actually do anything right, which is not a guarantee. Give me a minute, I'll get it right eventually. This is going to take a while, I think. Actually, I'm going for all the Yoshi coins in this level because I seem to remember it was actually an easy level. Which it should be, I'm just fucking everything up badly. Thank God for save states, I get nowhere without them. And it doesn't really matter how many I use, I'm going to look bad next to cooking time anyway, so I may as well whore it up a bit. And yes, they actually did put a fucking hammer tosser over the water, and it's necessary to get the Yoshi coin. And which I think just shows you how much of a dick the level designer can be when this is only towards the end of the first world. Probably also notice that these levels really like to play up their gimmick. Run it into the ground. The Sludge Trudge Isle had the spin jump as its gimmick. This one has, well, as the fish, the pattern specifically. You'll see more of that in the next section. Assuming I make it that far. Don't worry, we know we will. Yeah, I just tried to sneak under and completely screwed it there. You'll notice a pattern of me completely screwing things up repeatedly. This is what happens when you play levels of Rise to the Challenge half, delirious from fever. Made for some awesome fever dreams, but it's just not good for gameplay at all. Going on, we've got the story here. It's, like I said, it's actually out of order and kind of more like a Zen koan than any coherent narrative. Like a bunch of proverbs, and that's, sort of illustrating what's going on. It doesn't seem to be in any sort of order within the levels. It's out of level order and probably out of order within the levels themselves. If that makes any sense, it doesn't to me. And we've got the blocks, the torpedo bills, which are actually twice the pain in the ass that bullet bills ever were because they're invulnerable. You can't jump on them, you can't fireball them, you can't really do anything but get the hell out of their way. Which isn't always that easy when you can have 4 or 5 of them on screen at once. The urchins, well, they're not really a problem compared to everything else here. And somehow I'm still fucking up with the fish, not surprising there. Again, this one's all about the fish pattern. And for some reason I did say I was going to get all the Yoshi coins, so I've got to follow through on that. Eventually I'll get there. Why the fuck did I agree to do that? Anyway. Cooking Time would have had this done twice over by now, but he was born with a controller in his hand, which raises some disturbing questions about just what his mother was doing at the time. Okay, that may have gone over the line, but yeah, I've said worse to worse. And worse to better, for that matter. Yeah, you know how it goes. Another fish pattern. Again, this level is particularly bad for playing up its gimmick. Not the worst though, but one of them. Almost psychedelic patterns, or at least it is when you have running a 38-degree fever like I was. More urchins, bit of a gap here. More patterns. And I've kind of lost for words here. Again, this is unscripted and I'm still half out of it, so Final Yoshi coin here, in the middle of a 4 urchin pattern. It's actually one of the easier ones to get without screwing up and killing yourself. Something I'm an expert in at this point. Back to another fish pattern. Lots of fish. He really does like his green fish in this level. But, you know, they got to get some love somewhere. And screw that up there. Another storyboard coming up here. If you can make any sense of them, you're a better person than I am. And probably less delirious. And more sober. What that says... It's almost like reading the intro to or the blurb to a really badly translated novel. Which I've done more than once in my time. I'm certain Ray's done it a lot more. If those things really count as novels and not porn. Now, one of these days I'm going to end up having nightmares over these fish. Hopefully they don't make a later reappearance. I don't think they will. And thank fuck that's over. Next up is Sandcastle Hassle. That'll be Cooking Time's second level. So he can once again blow us away with his skills. And turn Ray into a quivering crybaby because he just can't match that. See you next time.